Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
We're fighting animals and are acting accordingly.
That was the defense minister of Israel, responding to the deadly attack on October 7th by Hamas, a militant group based in Gaza. Hamas launched rockets, killed over 1,400 civilians, and kidnapped close to 200 people. Within days, Israel bombarded the Gaza Strip.
Places are suspected of links to a Shiite Muslim group called Hezbollah, Arabic for Party of God.
On Feb 24, 2022, Russia announced its military operation on Ukraine, which hasn't even stopped in almost 2 years, which created various economic damages like soaring inflation and disruption in oil market, and also destroying a whole country and killing massive numbers of military forces. But on October 7, 2023, Hamas, which is a militant group or a terrorist group backed by Islamic Republic of Iran, attacks Israel and leads to mass-level killings of innocent civilians of Israel and kidnapping them and taking them as hostages. In retaliation, Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, declared the state of war and started bombing of city of Gaza. And the West backed Israel and supported these airstrikes. On the other hand, Islamic countries, especially Iran, supported Hamas and also given the message to Israel and United States, who killed Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani. In the response of this, Israel immediately launched a ground operation on northern Gaza and telling the people of Gaza to move towards the southern side. And to tackle that situation, Hezbollah, which is again a militant and terrorist force backed by Iran, started conflicts in Lebanese side and Israeli side, which is to send message to Israel. But, you will going to ask what actually Hamas is, what is Hezbollah, why Iran is backing them, and why United States and Israel are enemies of Iran. We will going to understand in this video. What actually Hamas is. Hamas is the largest Palestinian militant Islamist group and one of the two major political parties in the region. Currently, it governs more than 2 million Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, and the organization, however, is also known for its armed resistance against Israel. Hamas as a whole, or in some cases its military wing, which is designated terrorist group by Israel, United States, European Union, United Kingdom and other countries. How was Hamas formed? The group was formed in late 1980s after the beginning of first Palestinian Intifada or uprising against Israel's occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. The Jewish state had captured 2 Palestinian territories after winning the 1967 Arab-Israeli War. The main reason of Hamas' creation was a deep sense of failure that had been set within Palestinian national movement by the late 1980s. This happened after the Palestinian Liberation Organization (PLO) was involved in the armed struggle against Israel from mid-1960 to liberate Palestine and made to massive concessions. In 1993, Oslo Agreement broke out and promised peace and give control to the Palestinian National Authority to govern the West Bank and Gaza Strip. While Israel had the military and security power, this didn't suit well for both the sides. In Israel, opposition was there for signing the Oslo Accord, and same in the Palestine. In 2007, Hamas took control over the Gaza Strip and took the sole governance of the Gaza Strip, and right now the Hamas is only one who is controlling the Gaza Strip, and the West Bank is totally controlled by the Palestinian National Authority. Hamas is heavily supported by Islamic nations, but mainly supported by Qatar and Iran. These two nations mainly support Hamas to fulfill their needs to destroy Israel, which is the main common enemy of both the nations. They support Hamas not only financially but also militarily. Let's move towards the Israel's neighboring nation, Lebanon. Hezbollah is a Shiite Muslim political party and a militant group based in Lebanon, where its extensive security apparatus, political organization, and social services network have fostered its reputation. As a state within a state, founded within a chaos of 15-year-old Lebanese civil war, the Iran-backed group is driven by its opposition to Israel and its resistance to Western influence in the Middle East. The main goal of both the group is to remove the existence of Israel. Let's move towards the Israel's another neighboring nation known as Syria. Bashar al-Assad, the president of Syria, was planned to remove from power by Syrian civilians demanding democracy and wants free Syria and want full civilian rights. But these protests were crushed by the Syrian regime, and this led to the opposition of this, which break into several factions in Syria. Syria, there were the Syrian rebels, Kurdish force ISIS, Syrian force backed by Assad, and the infighting begins within each other, and this leads to the Syrian civil war. Assad was very near to lose the power and control over Syria. Then Iran and Hezbollah both supported Assad and also later supported by Russia. On the other hand, Kurdish force was supported by the United States, which was fighting with the ISIS, but due to the use of the chemical weapons by Assad to crush the protest and their enemies, United States under Trump administration started bombing Assad forces and leads to the killings of many innocent civilians. Now moving towards the Yemen, neighboring country of Saudi Arabia, the conflict started because of Arab Spring, same reason for Syrian civil war, where President Saleh given his power to his deputy Mansour Hadi, but Hadi didn't succeed to control Yemen various military attacks and started in Yemen, especially Houthi rebels who were Shia Muslims backed by the Iran in 2014. Yemen civil war broke out, and this resulted in the destruction of Yemen. Saudi and its allies, mostly Sunni Muslim nations, started a military coalition to attack Houthis who captured capital city of Sana'a. Millions died because of bombings and food shortages, but today Houthis are blocking the shipping lanes in the Red Sea and disrupting the global trade. Hezbollah is on the brink of conflict with Israel, and Iran is backing them all. India and many countries are worried about the global trade disruption caused by the Houthi rebels, and which is concerning. Also, Iran is backing its proxies to fight with the United States and Israel. Indirectly, also Iran is a very near to become a nuclear country, which is concerning for Israel, as Iran is an essential threat for them. And vice versa. To stop this, Iran is being attacked by the Saudis and also which is backed by the United States. Also, due to the religious division between the Shia and Sunni sects, they are both enemies of each other. USA sanctioned Iran to stop acquiring the nuclear weapons, as it will also be used against United States. On Jan 3, 2024, there was a death anniversary of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. Many people gathered to mourn there, where 2 suicide bombings happened, which resulted in 84 killed and 284 injured in Kerman, in which ISIS took the responsibility of the attacks. In retaliation, Iran launched missile attacks on Syria and Iraq, but later on 16 Jan 2024, Iran carried strikes on Pakistan, and target was Jaish-ul-Adl, a terrorist group who wants a liberation of Iran's Sistan Balochistan area, but according to Pakistan, only 2 children were killed. In retaliation, next day Pakistan launched attack on Iran, said they were attack terrorists who wants to liberate the Pakistan's Balochistan area. Both the nations withdrew their ambassador from each other's side, but the situation is said to be under control as per media. But this is creating a lot of mess around the world. Hamas in Gaza, Ukraine in Europe, and other Iranian proxies who are in the conflict in the Middle East, especially Houthis in Red Sea, are clear example that world is maybe going towards the World War III. And if this happens, we will going to see more dangerous and horrific images around the world. The threat is a reality and the world is moving towards this. In the end, I just wanted to say this thing. If you really like this video, press a like button and subscribe this channel, and press the bell icon also for the notification where we will going to upload the video. Thank you for watching this video.